So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders, wherever you are in the world. Victor's of X here, and in today's video, we're just going to be doing a quick trade recap. And I'll be giving you a very, very juicy psychological tip for catching good trades, or at least putting yourself on the right path to profitability. Okay. Now, I'm not just gonna start by giving you these two good wins on my screen right now. I'm going to be showing you all the losses I took today. So I'm going to go to AUD and GPY. This has been a bad boy today. Like, this is the first loss I took right here. You can see a bold -1 here. Took this trade, it went sideways and stopped me out. That was the first loss I took. Now, the next loss I took right here, okay, was this loss here. Still on the same pair today. My rule is no more than, I don't take more than 2 losses on a pair a day. So I'm not going to be touching this the whole day. In short, I'm done for today, trading wise. Now, this second one was not actually supposed to stop me out, but sadly on my broker it was stopped out. Yeah, it happens. Sometimes the feeds are a little bit off and so on. So I took this -1 right here, which later went to a fair price, which I would have broken even anyways. But it is what it is. There's no excuse on live market. You can't be like, oh, it was a loss and it's now a win and my account is going to reflect the win. I mean, yesterday's injuries cannot be prevented today, you understand? So GU literally had nothing on it. Okay, I took a -1 on GU. Took this -1. And the reason I didn't take this one, if anybody wanted to ask, this was not taken, so it doesn't appear like the fake rules. I always tell you, I get every single trade. I took this -1 right here in good faith, and that was it. And then this trade, I didn't get into it because my GJ, that's GBP JPY trade, was open. So if I opened another trade on GU, I'll be having double risk, if you get what I mean, because you're having GBP USD and GBP JPY both have GBP in it. So if something sad happens to the GBP, instead of losing my -1, which I'm used to, which doesn't harm anyone, I would have been taking -2 from the same trade idea. So I didn't touch that one, while the one I touched gave us profits. I'm coming to that, right? USD, I didn't touch it today. You can see what it's doing. ADUSD, I didn't touch it. See, it's going very bearish, which is good. But I didn't touch it, sadly. Not sadly, because there are many opportunities. So I basically just pick the markets I want to trade for the day. So I've showed you the minuses I got today. That should be around -3 from different forex pairs. Okay, that is just to debunk the idea that profitable traders have to have 100 wins and whatever they are telling you guys. The losses are inevitable. Now back to the originally what I wanted to share with you guys, a psychological tip. Now, before I enter a single trade, let's say I'm on a fresh chart, say I'm on AUD/USD, and for some reason I want to sell this market, any reason, you can even forget all about this indicator right here. Doesn't even matter to you. Now, for example, I want to sell this market right now, or let's say buy because it's going up. This is not a trade idea. I'm just saying, let's just see hypothetically, we're about to buy this market. There's no reason to do so. Please don't so. And then this is your trade idea for the market to go up this way. Now, what I usually do, or what I've started to do that's actually helping me psychologically, I think might help someone else, is immediately I have this entry set this way. What I'm going to do now, normally at my 1-to-1, I will set an alert to see if this market hits my 1-to-1 risk reward, and I'll come back and evaluate if it's worth breaking even or it's not worth breaking even. That's just my personal rule. And then the next step, I'm going to take this text off, come right here, and I'm going to pull a -1 right here. Okay, this is if you know where I'm getting this from like Mint FX trading stuff. So yeah, it's actually very helpful. Now once you put this -1, don't just write it for writing's sake. You should actually be ready for this market to reverse and give you a -1, so that if you maybe click off here, maybe you go on YouTube and you're watching Mr. Beast or whatever, if you come back and you discover that trade right there came back and gave you a -1, you were ready. You were ready that this was going to be a -1. And then subconsciously, it's going to hurt a lot less, okay? Because I want to be in a state where I am always ready for any thing that's going to happen, because the only reason why, if the market now starts going slowly against you, you would want to close half, or you'd want to jump out here, and then when you jump out, the market now magically goes in profit, and you're like, shit, I'm fucked up psychologically, blah 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 blah. It's because you have not accepted the risk. Okay, you haven't accepted the risk. If for any reason after writing this -1 you're feeling too uncomfortable, you're feeling so blah blah blah, you feel it's gonna reverse, it's hitting the support zone, then you know you're not ready to trade, because losses must happen. If you're risking 1% and you notice your strategy has a lot of losses, reduce your risk and then accept the risk and allow your edge play out. Okay, so putting this -1 here even before the trade runs just prepares you mentally that, okay, this is potentially a loss on your account. Imagine that loss already on your account and let it be. Okay, so that if this now starts going your direction and you get a break even, you are like, okay, and that is better than a loss. I'm happy with this. So even if price reverses after you hit your break even target and gives you a break even, you're like, at least it's not a -1. Now I can go ahead and change this to a break even. Okay, so you can see how beautiful that plays and how that links in how that fits in your strategy to actually help you. Okay, so that is one psychological trick. Number 1, assume the loss. Okay, let me see if I can type that out. I'm gonna click right here. Psychological tip number 1 is assume the loss before the trade plays out. Okay, assume the loss before the trade plays out. Number 2, manage the trade if it's not a loss. So a lot of traders want to pretend you're going to have a 100% win rate. It's not going to happen. It's less likely going to happen. So number 1, assume the loss, manage the trade if it's not a loss. Now another thing I do in my strategy is I don't cap the upside. For example, look at this GG trade. Hopefully it hasn't stopped me out. Okay, it's going up beautifully. Right here, I got a plus 3.3. Remember, I had a lot of losses. -1, -1, -1. Losses everywhere. And on a normal day, a trader who is not disciplined is going to make those -1, -1, -1 into a -2, into a -3, into a -4, into a -5. What do I mean? You take a -1. If you weren't anticipating this loss and you get hit, imagine you bought something with your credit card in the night, and then the next morning you get charged $4,400 and you weren't ready for it. Like, it just didn't hit you, and they just charge you. You're gonna retaliate. You try to get the money back and all those stuff. But if you recall and you plan that, okay, my wife is going on a vacation, I need to spend this money for this stuff, and then you budget $400. What am I saying? $4,400, right? And you pay it for her. You already made up your mind that the money is gone. Oh, I'm looking out to other things. But when it's not budgeted and you get hit, you would have to retaliate, right? Now, if you're anticipating a -1, like in this trade, even though it's not written now, at some point I had a -1 written right here, like this, -1. Perfect. In this box right here, okay? Now, for those of you that are going to say, oh, he didn't take the trade, blah, 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 blah. This is not the video for you, okay? This is a video for real traders who are ready to advance. I mean, 2024, everybody's aim should be to get better at trading, every other thing they are doing. This is the trade actively playing out. I know it's chicken change right here. It's just small amount of money. It's actually a 5 hours challenge. It's not a live account, okay? Those of you that are always looking for live accounts, I am not your financial advisor, and I will never be at the point where I'm telling you, invest here, invest there, or invest wherever, okay? This was the first trade right here. You can see here it was entered and here it was exited. This one here I took a partial rate early because of my rules, okay? You have to follow the rules. With time, you're going to invent your rules. It's not going to be equal to mine or anything like mine, but hopefully it gets you profitability. Now, the rules are not the problem. Your trading strategy right now is not the concern. Hopefully, you are using a trend-based trading strategy, which will help you to make the most out of whatever you have, okay? Now, from what I can see here now, This second trade here was the same idea. Immediately I took this trade, I was like, okay, I have plus 3.3. Remember, sometimes you're in profit, and even though you take a loss, it now gets you hot because you're like, oh, today I made 3.3%. I can't go down 1%. It's gonna kill me. Well, once you get into the trade and write in -1 right here, guess what happens? Your brain programs itself. Oh shit, I've already lost 1 from this trade. Back then I was like, I already lost it. Like, what else can I do? I can't do anything, so I'm just as well just chill. And then when the market goes a little bit in profit, I was like, wow. But it was looking like news. Look at my journal in here. 80% of news-like events. Normally, I don't take percent off there. When I'm saying that the averages or the moving averages are just a little bit too far away, I'm like, okay, this thing might snap back or this thing might just wake me off or whatever. So I took 80% off here. In hindsight, you're going to be like, why didn't you hold? It's my rules. Okay? My rules are going to keep me profitable. The same way I held all this without taking a single partial. Using my rules, okay? You're going to develop your own rules. It's going to be different from mine. So on and so forth. Blah, blah, blah. Now, this is the second trade I took. And you can see it's magically playing out after all the whole dog shit I was doing today. Taking -1s. This is AUD GPY once again. You can see how beautiful the losses are. Beautiful losses. GBP USD took another beautiful loss right here. I missed the win, which I'm fine with. I'm not that kind of person that's like, oh, I missed the trade, and then you FOMO in, right? So, the number one thing you need to take away from this video is once you enter a trade, assume it to be a loss, prepare for it to be a loss. I'm not saying enter trades that are bound to be a loss. Don't get me wrong, so you don't go typing rubbish in my comment section. Once you have gotten your good criteria and you've gotten a trade and you'll be like, okay, this trade is a good trade, take that trade, but assume it to be a loss just for your psychology to be able to handle whatever what they call it, result is going to play out out of the random results that are going to be playing out in your trading. So this is one very good psychological tip for beginners, not beginners, even advanced traders, because beginners are mostly learning technical, and from technical you're going to learn your management, which another thing that I think is going to help you keep your profitability is having more than a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. I personally don't have a fixed risk to reward ratio, so I can make a 1 to 10, a 1 to 5, or a 1 to 1. Sometimes a 1 to 0.5 hour return on my account, and everything is still looking good up till date. Okay, don't worry too much about the technicals behind why I took this trade, but remember, trend trading is the best type of trading. Sometimes I don't know how to make a video because I tend to ramble and talk outside of the topic that we're supposed to talk about. I don't know the title of this video is going to be, but hopefully it's something nice. Now, trend trading, take a look at GBP JPY. Is it going up or is it going down? It's going up, right? Where's my trade? Where are my trades? To the upside. This is going to maximize the probability of me getting a win, right? Take a look at USD JPY. Okay, I got no trade on this guy today, sadly. Look at AUD JPY. Even though I'm taking a -1, am I shorting this market that is already showing us bullishness? Not at all. I'm trying to buy the market. I just got unlucky multiple times while I was trying to buy it. But if I do this enough times over time with my risk to reward ratio, I'm probably going to be making money, right? Take a look at GBP USD. At least for today. I know from the higher time frame it's been going bearish, but I have other confluences I use for taking trades, right? But for today, or for the past thousands of candles, this candlesticks or 5 minutes, over 1,000 candles have been to the bullish side, to the upside throughout the whole day, except for this time around I got reset, right? So this was my first trade, which was a loss. Second trade, which was a win. Second trade, okay, I didn't take that trade. So you can see the relationship between my entries and the trend of the market. So yeah, that is one thing you need to know. Your strategy should be trend based. Don't take a fixed risk reward ratio. Take a trend following system where you can, if this GJ intends to move 1 million pips, I should be able to at least capture a fraction of the profits. Okay, so that is how you should trade and how you should be able to grow your capital. or whatever you need to do. Okay. So if you guys like the video, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave the notification bell so you get notified immediately I make a new video. Okay. And if you want to learn technical analysis and how I execute my own trades, so you can coin your own rules. I'm not a believer in everybody has to do the same thing. So you can coin your own rules. Feel free to leave in the comment section, and I will try to consider that. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed, and God bless you.